Hello again, this is Scott. We have had another outstanding week of trading. Most of the trades have been on shorter time frames, and it has been difficult to put out a video for all of you, my friends, to show you a really good trade setup in advance. A couple of times I tried to make a video for a short-term entry, and by the time I get it out to you, the trade has already happened. That may be the case again today, but I will show you where we are today and what we're looking for the next entry. And if nothing else, it's much more valuable to develop your skill to be able to enter and exit trades with success throughout the rest of your life repeatedly over and over than it is the number of pips that you would make in a particular trade today. Well, let me show you what's going on today with the euro-yen. On the 4-hour time frame, this is clearly a classic example of an organic trend. And here's the point. That is the end of the trend. The end of a trend on the 4-hour time frame. That's the very point where we identified in advance that we would go short, and some of us chose the pound yen to go short there. But the euro yen has turned out to be perhaps even better. And the end of a trend on the 4-hour produces a correction to a trend. And the first wave of that correction we expect to be a downtrend on the 1-hour. Now, if you don't understand why we expect that, just bear with me for now and take it for granted that when we have the end of a trend on a 4-hour, we expect to see a downtrend on the 1-hour. We go to the 1-hour and we do see a downtrend there, and we've just had the end of that downtrend, and we expect to see an uptrend on the 15-minute from this point right here. And lo and behold, amazingly, we do go to the 15-minute. We see an uptrend on the 15-minute. Isn't that interesting? The same classic organic shape of a trend on the 15-minute that we just saw on the 4-hour, and we knew in advance that that would happen. And now we see a correction to a trend on the 15-minute. So we have a trading strategy ready to go on this pair. The primary trading strategy is, at the end of this correction, we will enter and go long. We can identify the end of that correction by watching the Fibonacci levels as a general guide, but also by looking at CCI. Incidentally, I think we're about to get an entry for a C wave right now. By the time you get this video, that will probably have already happened, and there'll probably be a wave going down into this range. And what we want to see is CCI on a time frame where it's making one fairly smooth cycle down into the lower range below -90, and then seeing it compress and cross -90 to the upside. And part of the art is determining what time frame would be the best time frame to see that on. Sometimes it's not perfect on any time frame, and CCI is just a tool that we use to assist us in determining the end of a correction, but it's not the only way we can determine that. So the 10-minute time frame CCI is oscillating up and down in the middle, and the 15-minute CCI is in the process of making one cycle down. If it does make a C wave, I would say the 15-minute will probably be in the range that will help to signal this. And you can check a little bit shorter and a little bit longer than that. You can check the 12-minute, the 10-minute, the 20-minute, and keep checking and adjusting as you go. But I expect the 15-minute CCI to come down into the lower range, possibly even form divergence and then compression crossing -90, while this correction presumably is going to make a C wave down, and it may stop at one of these Fibonacci levels. It may stop somewhere in between, but it's always a little bit more probability if it's at one of these Fibonacci levels. Fibonacci is not a trading method of any kind. It's just another tool to also gauge areas of probability. So look for that to happen, and if I get this out soon enough, you might actually see that in the process of happening. Have a fantastic weekend, and I hope you enjoyed all the profit you got from any of the previous videos. And if you have any questions about this, just let me know, and I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.